Learning accompanies us throughout our lives, whether at school, in college, or later in our careers. We always have to learn new things. But did you know that there are various tips and tricks so that you can learn much faster? So you can remember much more in a short time and are much faster than others in learning. Time is an important factor when learning, and we all have too little of it anyway. Therefore, we show you 6 learning methods that will completely change your life. Number 1, the Cornell Technique. With the Cornell Technique, you take a notebook that you fill out during class. Divide it into 3 sections. To do this, use a ruler to draw a line 6 centimeters from the bottom from left to right. And then draw another line 5 centimeters from the left edge from the top to the bottom. Now you have a relatively large field on your note sheet on the right, a slightly smaller one on the left, and one at the bottom. In the right-hand field, you now write down key points about what will occur in class. On the left side you write down possible questions that could occur in an exam, and in the lower field you write a short 2 to 3 sentences long paragraph from your bullet points after class. In this way, you have already chopped off a large part of the learning during the lesson and have thus saved yourself a lot of time. Number 2, Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle says that with 20% of the effort you get 80% of the result. Of course, this can be applied to studying as well. If your teacher or professor mentions during class that things are relevant for the next exam, write them down in bullet points. This way you can filter out in advance what you really need later and what is just good to know but not relevant for the exam. This will save you a lot of study time. Number 3, sleep and exercise. Getting enough sleep is always underestimated. Yet sleep is elementarily important so that you can concentrate properly. Only then can you learn effectively, and what you have learned is more likely to stick in your memory. The same applies to exercise and breaks. Don't try to study for hours without a break. With a break you increase your receptivity, and a bit of exercise improves your blood circulation, so that the necessary nutrients can be sent to your brain better. In between a run around the block or a few stretching exercises, therefore, do not hurt. Number 4, flashcards. Flashcards were probably used by your parents back in the day, but even today they are still very effective when it comes to learning. You write a question on one side of the card and the answer on the other side. The advantage of flashcards is that you can take them with you everywhere and learn something in between. Whether you are on the bus or train on the way home, or if you have to wait at the doctor. Flashcards out and use the time to learn something. Number 5, mind maps. With a mind map you can capture the key points and put them into context. This way you have a visual overview of the topic you have to learn for. And exactly this visualization makes learning much easier for many. In addition, in order to create a mind map, you have to deal with your topic a little more and link connections. This also directly increases your knowledge, and through the created mind map you can quickly visualize it again and again. A classic learning method with a convincing effect. Number 6, learning groups. Study groups have the advantage that you can discuss the material directly with other people. You can quickly determine whether you have understood the material correctly or whether you still have deficits somewhere. These can then be quickly corrected within the group. Even if you haven't been a big fan of a study group so far, you should definitely give it a try. With the right people, it's fun and learning is made much easier for you and the others. These were our 6 learning methods with which you can learn much easier and also faster than other people. Try them out and let yourself be convinced of the effect of these learning methods. If one or the other method is not for you, try it with another. In the end, you will definitely be able to learn better and faster than if you didn't use any learning method at all. If you liked the video, then I would be really happy about a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new video.